Ugh. Love. My first experience with love. It sucks. Love is hard. Love is hard, and it's confusing, and it can be something that is like, I don't know, love is complicated.
I was born and raised in San Francisco. I feel incredibly lucky to have been. I just think as an environment it's okay to be different.
Did you feel different?
I never did. I mean, I guess I knew that I was, and yet I was always too busy to allow it to limit my experiences. I guess for me, because I am gay, and I do have a stutter, I think I always felt okay to be who I was, and I know that's a really different experience than a lot of other people.
I had a crush on this boy in church, and he was cute. Because we grew up together, so we knew each other. We knew how we were raised morally, right, religiously, and culturally. He's Puerto Rican as well. So it just felt right. It didn't feel weird. Yeah, it just fit like a puzzle piece. It was perfect.
Bound, bound, bound by a thread, going down, down through the ages.
We were brought up differently because I was more of an insider and he was more of an outsider. He had more outside experiences. And I just had my book experiences from school and my dance. Like, that's all I had. So that kind of changes, that makes us different, right?
My first love, I guess. I feel like he knew me in the way that I didn't have to explain my speech. And yet, he was only halfway there. He only provided what he wanted to provide, and I chased it because I had never experienced that kind of attention and that kind of love.
One day he told me, he goes, you gotta let it go. I'm like, let what go? He's like, you gotta let it go. You are you, just let it be. You are the way you are, let it go. And I was like, you could let it go, that's great, but that's something that's gonna be hard for me to do. He's like, you're you, I love you for you. Like, you don't need to be anything else. And I'm like, I'm trying, honey. Yeah, every day, like, he is something else. I love that man. He's like, I can't see myself with nobody else. I think he was made for me. I think God was putting it together, right? And then life happens, right? And then life brought us back together again. And it works. Other people might think it doesn't, or it's just odd or weird, but it works for us.
What about love?
What about love? What are your hopes and your dreams about that?
I mean, my experience with love has been, as I think, with all of us, and maybe difficult. I don't have an option to have first impressions on people. I don't get that that luxury, if you will, because I know what that's like. So, you know, I know that if I didn't have this otherness, I might not be able to see everyone for who they are.
I have this thing where, because now we're together, and I'm more open with him, and I'm more free with him, right? I'm less inhibited. I have this thing where I'm fascinated with his back. I have a fascination of backs, or a fascination of spines, because my spine doesn't replicate his spine. So I have this thing of just touching his spine and touching his back, and like feeling every crevice, every bump, every bone, every ligament, because my back is not like that. And I do it like every day. And when I explained it to him, he understood it, and to him it doesn't bother him now, because he knows where it's coming from.
As a dancer, and I know many people express exactly this, but as a dancer, it's allowed me to express everything in my body. What's funny about me is that I think that my most natural form of communication is speaking. And that's actually kind of where I'm most comfortable. It's where I'm happiest, and it's the hardest. And I think that's a really common duet is what you might feel most at home doing is your biggest challenge. That might be the case in terms of love as well. I feel most at home in love, and it's the hardest thing to do as a human.
I just see us as one unit, because we are one unit already, but I just see us as one unit, married, and just living a normal life, right? You know, like when you really love someone and that person really, really loves you, you can just be you. You don't have to be afraid of being judged.
Eventually, you have to trust that because you're okay with who you are, the person you choose will be too. There's really no way to know until you go for it. Let go. Fall into someone else and hope not only that they'll catch you, but that they'll allow you to catch them. The act of authenticity is the biggest risk that you could take.
Bound by a thread, going down through the ages. You could have said that you came here instead to fill